Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and today I'm going to do a review of last night's Survivor Series pay-per-view. Now, last night's Survivor Series pay-per-view, in my opinion, was awesome. It was the second best pay-per-view of the year, in my opinion, and it was also held at Madison Square Garden here in New York, which I should have went to this pay-per-view though. It would have been a great experience because I've never been to a live WWE show before. So, anytime they come back to MSG, whether it's Raw, SmackDown, or a pay-per-view event, I would definitely go, probably. If I have the money, though, it's a matter of time and a matter of money. And I know they do house shows, like WWE does those house shows, those private shows that are not live on TV. Sometimes they do them at MSG, which is pretty good. And what I'm going to do is, like always, I'm going to tell you the matches that were fought and give my reviews on them. So let's get started. The first match was John Morrison versus Dolph Ziggler for the United States Championship. And this match was pretty good. Yeah, a lot of back and forth action. Great wrestling from John Morrison. And as you know, John Morrison is one of my favorite wrestlers. And just in the middle of the match, or a little bit before the ending, you had John Morrison pinning Dolph Ziggler, and Vicky Guerrero, who was at ringside, put one of Dolph's legs on the bottom rope, and the ref sent her to the back, which was pretty good though, because I like when they do that, because it would get a chance, the wrestlers could have a chance to wrestle one-on-one without any distractions from either a wrestler or one of their guards at ringside. And at the end, you had John Morrison. John Morrison had Dolph Ziggler right where he wanted him, and John Morrison went for a Starship Pain, and Dolph Ziggler put up his legs in order to get the zigzag on John Morrison, and he did, and pinned John Morrison, and Dolph Ziggler still retains the United States Championship. But overall, it was a pretty good match. The next match was the Lumberjill match for the Divas Championship. It was Eve Torres versus Beth Phoenix, and this match was okay. Just a normal, typical Divas match like you always see. Great wrestling from Eve Torres and both Beth Phoenix. And at the end of the match, you had Beth Phoenix going for the Gland Slam from the top rope, and she pinned Eve Torres and still retains the Divas Championship. But overall, it was an okay match. Just a normal, typical Divas match. And then I know this is not a match, but I just wanted to bring this up. At the end of the match, no, I'm not. What am I saying at the end of the match for? But you had a promo with The Rock backstage, which I gotta say is one of his best promos in 7 years. He's been out of the ring for 7 years, and he talked about him seeing his father wrestle at MSG one time, and he got to meet Andre the Giant, and him and Andre the Giant were like talking backstage. The Rock, I think a teenager he was, got to hang with Andre the Giant backstage, and he talked about how he made his debut, The Rock, at Survivor Series in November of '96, I think it was. And it was just a great promo. One of the best Rock returning promos ever that he did. And then after that, it was Team Orton versus Team Barrett in a 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match. And this match, of course, the members of Team Barrett was, of course, Wade Barrett, Jack Swagger, Dolph Ziggler, Unico, and Cody Rhodes. And for Team Orton, it was, of course, Randy Orton, Sin Cara, Sheamus, Kofi Kingston, and Mason Ryan. And this match was, in my opinion, it was kind of disappointing. Because, I wanted Team Orton to win. Because that was my prediction before this whole Survivor Series started. I was thinking, oh, let Team Orton win because they have the best wrestlers on that team. And it was disappointing to see Sin Cara out of the match for when he jumped over that top rope and hurt his ankle. Yeah, overall, at the end, Wade Barrett did the wasteland on Randy Orton, and he won. Wade Barrett won the match for his team. But overall, it was an okay match, but it was kind of disappointing for me. And the next match was Big Show versus Mark Henry for the World Heavyweight Championship, and this match was pretty good, although not as good as the Vengeance match they had where the ring collapsed. But yeah, I like this rivalry between Big Show and Mark Henry. It's pretty interesting. We got a lot of back and forth action. Great wrestling from Big Show and Mark Henry. And at the end of the match, you had Mark Henry low blowing the Big Show with a kick, and he got disqualified. Mark Henry, and Big Show won. And I like how after the match, Big Show crushed Mark Henry's ankle, like what Mark Henry did to Big Show at Money in the Bank. It was payback for Mark Henry. But overall, it was a pretty good match. I like this rivalry. I hope it continues for a while, for a couple of months. But yeah, I just wish Big Show could win the World Heavyweight Championship, because he would make a good, World Heavyweight Champion. And then the next match was CM Punk versus Alberto Del Rio for the WWE Championship. And this match was pretty good. You had CM Punk and Alberto Del Rio at a rivalry. You had a lot of back and forth action and just really, really great wrestling. And at the end of the match, CM Punk got the win on Alberto Del Rio with his signature move, CM Punk, the Anaconda Vice. But yeah, it was pretty good. And I'm glad that CM Punk's the new WWE champion. He's going to make a good champion, though. I like CM Punk. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. And yeah, it was a pretty good match overall. And then you have the main event, which was John Cena and put this down, and The Rock versus The Miz and R-Truth. And yes, that Rock poster has been up on my wall for a couple of years, since The Rock was still in WWF. I had that poster since, I think, 2001 or 2002. I can't remember, though, but it was around that time when The Rock was still in WWE. But this match, it was pretty good. Probably the best match of the night. Because you got to see The Rock back in the ring. But mostly it was John Cena going at The Miz and R-Truth. The Rock didn't come in until like the final minutes of the match. But yeah, John Cena and The Rock got the win with The Rock doing the People's Elbow, the most electrifying move in sports entertainment, as Jerry Lawler would say. But yeah, it was good to see him do the People's Elbow again in a return in wrestling match for him. after 7 years of not being in the wrestling ring. But it was a pretty good match. The best match of the night, in my opinion. And after the match, you had The Rock stand up on the top ropes, and John Cena doing it, and the Rock crowd got all the applause, and John Cena got all the boos. And then you had The Rock bottom, and John Cena, which gets you really excited for next year at WrestleMania, which I'm really excited for. So yeah, so it was best match of the night, like I said. Anyway, so that's it for my review of Survivor Series. Thank you all for watching, and until the next video, I'll see you all later.